Hello there, welcome to Prof. Neil. It's a pleasure to have you here. A student's unparalleled Guru Dakshina. Now this is about one of my favorite teachers in college. So I might choke at times. So please pardon me for that. Judge not, for ye be judged, is a message that has been handed over the centuries, down the centuries for us. All of us have followed Pratewood. I am no exception. I have done that knowingly, unknowingly, but at times I still do it without my knowing. So in 1983, when I joined the Institute of Hotel Management for my 3-year diploma hotel management course, I looked at my course mate, one of them, Anil Goyal from Ajmer in Rajasthan. He was an archetypal youth from that Bimaru state, whose every sentence was laced, or for that matter, his every sentence was only full of expletives and obscenities. The girls, he ensured that they were subjected to very, very crude eve teasing. As for the freshers who joined us when we were in second year and when we were in third year, you can understand their plight, especially the ones who were in the hostel. In the college canteen, where we had to pay for our snacks and tea, he would nonchalantly walk in and eat polish off somebody's snack, sip off somebody's tea. He had the audacity to even take off a pack of cigarettes from my pocket, pluck a cigarette from my mouth. Such was the guy. So you can imagine who I'm talking about. He took great delight, I think, on maybe laughing on somebody else's grief, agony, rubbing salt into it. And that was his favorite pastime. But there was one little quality in him, one positive quality, a leadership quality in him. He could organize festivals, he could organize social outings, he could organize picnics, he could organize even bunking classes to see a cinema, to go to the cinema, at a drop of a hat. He was a pestilent factor and he loved it, so it seems. So when we passed out in 1986, with the majority of us leaving Ahmedabad in search of a better career, I too left Ahmedabad, and the last person on earth I dreamt of, I would dream of or thought of would be to associate with Mr. Anil Goyal. I said, no, thank you very much. Enough, 3 years is enough with this rogue. So in 1991, when I went on a personal trip to Delhi, from Delhi to Ahmedabad, I chose not to meet with him. Despite his knowing that I was in town, and he kept inviting me, sending messages, but I kept putting him on some pretext or the other. But in 2011, when I was leaving from Madras to Ahmedabad for an official trip, why did I choose to call him up, to direct him to come to the airport to pick me up and to host me for 2 or 3 nights? Well, that was after hearing of his unparalleled Dakshina to our Guru. But more importantly, a side story, which not many of our alumni know of, in what he did to me. In 1994, after my stroke, where I was totally paralyzed left side, I did not accept myself. It took many a month for me to accept myself. So I thought, when I can't accept myself, my alumni, my school friends won't accept me also. So I cut myself off from people across the social society, all the spectrums, including some members of the family too. I just cut them off. I was living like an island, happy. I relocated shifted from Bangalore to Delhi, Delhi to Shimla, Shimla to Delhi, Delhi to Chennai or Madras, there. From 1994 to the year 2000. The grave wine in Ahmedabad had killed me off. Everybody had written me off that I was getting caught in a road accident. So it was somewhere in 2000 that I was seated at my desk in Chennai, Madras. That the phone rang on my desk. So I answered it typically the way I would. I mean, with the greeting of the day and my name. And the voice on the other end, the caller, reconfirmed my name twice. And once he did so, then flowed a stream of an avalanche of expletives, obscenities, etc. With the characteristic term he uses for me even today. Abhay Madrasi, zinda hai ki mar gaya hai. And I smiled for the first time. He attacked me down. I have no clue how he did it, but he did. I smiled that day for the first time after 1994. I felt good. I felt accepted. And to be then back with my alumni on Facebook to know of his Guru Dakshina. Of course, when in Ahmedabad, he came to receive me at the airport, and his wife Mona, and he looked after me so well. His Guru Dakshina, unparalleled. On knowing a retired faculty, teaching faculty, Chef Roy was a widower, childless, was living alone, and was ailing from third stage of cancer. Goel mobilized all the alumni in Ahmedabad. Harjinder Singh, Reena Kakkar, Nahid Kalwa, Ruby Kamdin, Dilip, etc. Everybody. And opened a joint account in Roy Saab's name and his name. Roy Saab to have withdrawal facilities, Goel to manage the account. And then he reached across to all the alumni across the world in the days when there was no social media, by email and by phone calls, to asking them to contribute for Roy Saab's treatment. Now, Roy Saab being childless, he always doted on us like his children. So the hearts opened out, the purse strings opened out, and there was no dearth of funds for Roy Saab. I mean, the account was flushed with funds. People asking me, do you need more? Tell us. Mona and Roy and Goel, I mean, literally almost forced Roy Saab to come and stay with them to look after them better, but he refused, choosing to be independent. But a stage came when he had to be shifted to hospital. Now remember, we all were in our nascent stages of our careers. Our wages were not that good that time. We didn't have a very good leave record. So those in Ahmedabad, they took turns to look after Roy Saab at the hospital and to also contribute to those for his bills. Apart from that, in addition to that account, they want to touch the account last when it needed, a big amount was needed. And then when Roy Saab, the typical obstinate Roy Saab that we knew he was, had to go to Bombay to get his treatment done at the Tatamemorial Hospital. He wanted to go alone, adamant. He fell unconscious at the Bombay Central Station. They rushed him to the Tata Memorial, and the alumni was told that it's time now, we take him home, nothing can be done more. They brought him home to Ahmedabad in the first AC compartment with all the possible comforts. He was admitted to a hospice where Dilip, student, his family were the trustees, in a special room for him with care, and one of the students always there waiting for him. What Roy Saab breathed his last there, and Roy Saab most importantly got dignity in death. And as per the Hindu tradition, he was cremated. It was a commendable team effort. It was Anil Goel, the man who literally engineered it through and through till the end. He was the man there always. And I mean, let's face it, this was his Guru. I would never have yet to hear of any person, Guru Dakshina in this whole thing. or read about it in first person or a apocryphal story. No. He looked after Roy. He Mona and he looked after Roy Saab better than a daughter-in-law or a son would look after a parent. As for the amount remaining in the joint account, they instituted a Chef Roy Memorial Trophy for the best student, best passing out student with a cash prize to it. Then they decided that out of the remaining monies, they would pay the fees for the underprivileged children who joined the college. So that's how Roy Saab's legacy lived on. Now, Goel's behavior reminds you of the last spoken words in the beautiful movie, The Day of the Jackal. If the jackal was not the jackal, who the hell was he? Likewise, I paraphrase it to say, if that Anil Goel was not this Anil Goel, then who the hell is Anil Goel? Embrace judging others to pay the cost of being judged. Thank you. Bye-bye.